5.12 is the lesson on rate of change. This is the practice packet problems on page number 16. We're going to start off in the first two by finding the constant rate of change for the table. In any given table, when they're not labeled, the left is the x and the right side is the y. Over here, my x values all seem to be increasing by 1. My y values are all increasing by 6. So my rate of change is found by doing delta y divided by delta x. My y values are changing at a rate of 6. My x's are changing at 1. So my rate of change is 6. In number 2, x and y, x values here all seem to actually be following the pattern of increasing by 2. And it looks like over here that I am increasing by 18 every single time. So my rate of change is the delta y over the delta x. Delta y is 18 at a time, and the delta x is 2. Dividing through that, my rate of change is the number 9. For number 3, looking at the rate of change from the graph, we're going to go ahead and compare the x values. We add 10 in those, so that's delta x. For the y values, I go from 40 to 60, which is an addition of 20, and that's my delta y. So my rate of change is delta y divided by delta x. So 20 divided by 10. My rate of change here is 2. Up here we have x, we have y. It tells us the rate of change in the table is $8 per hour. So my x values are increasing by 1, and these are going to be increasing by 8. So if I'm getting $8 per hour, that would mean that my first value here is an $8 for 1 hour of work. If I increase by 8, I'm up to 16, and I increase by 8, I'm at 24. So x is represented by 8, y is represented by 16, and z would be 24 then. For question number 5, the Guzman and Hashimoto families each took a 4-hour road trip. The distances traveled by each family are shown in the table and the graph below. Which family averaged fewer miles per hour? So we're looking for which one was slower. I'm going to go ahead and look at these. These are all increasing by 1. And it looks like over here, if we do 135 minus 90, we get a 45 increase. And it looks like that increase happens here as well. So the rate of change for these guys is delta y divided by delta x. Those are the x's, those are the y's. So we're going to have 45 divided by 1, which would be 45. Here on my chart, I do notice this is proportional, so my rate of change is just my k value. This ordered pair is the point 2, 120. And I also have this point here that's 3, 180. My x values are increasing by 1, and my y values are increasing by 60. So if I do delta y divided by delta x, I'm going to get 60 over 1, which is going to be 60. Labels for these are both going to be miles per hour. It's the y label per the x label. So it says which family averaged fewer miles per hour, and that would mean who's going slower, which would mean the Guzman family. So the Guzman family, I have the eraser here. Oh my goodness. Did this the other day too. There we go. So we have the Guzman family. And we know that they are the ones with the smaller one because they have a lower rate of change. And there you go. That's the end of your practice for this section.